Hello everyone, it's day 86. Today I started my day with I finished reading the Document Object Model chapter in Eloquent JavaScript and started reading The Secret Life of Objects. I know it's out of order, but Eloquent JavaScript, if you read it, like one chapter, depends on what you're doing, like it doesn't necessarily tie into the one that precedes it or follows it. It's kind of like independent of itself, so Secret Life of Objects was just the chapter that I had stopped at the first time I tried to read the book. So also I had to take my car to the shop, so a book was the easiest thing to do while I was waiting, so that's what I did. I didn't work on the to-do app today. I'm not gonna lie. Yesterday, after like finding out like it's only gonna work for people with Android, not with iPhone, kind of like a slight buzzkill just a little bit because I have an iPhone, so like I can't even enjoy my own app on my phone anyway. But I did find it's a external API called Speechly. I think that's what it's called. That supposedly something about it makes it compatible with all browsers or whatever. I've seen a couple people use it with React on YouTube. Never seen anybody use it with just vanilla JavaScript though. But for me, I haven't learned how to use like external APIs. I've only used the built-in APIs such as speech recognition. They're not the same thing. In order to see what I can do with the API first, like I said, I have to learn APIs. So I decided to go back to the next section of the Odin project. It's called JavaScript in the Real World. The first section in that was ESLint. So I played around with that and I added the Visual Studio Code extension to my computer. When I first used it, at first it gave me like, I know it's supposed to give you errors because like it's like a formatter type deal kind of sort of, but it gave me errors like can't find the module. So like, I don't know, I didn't think it was working. So I kind of just like went to the next section and then I literally was closing out Visual Studio Code to do something else. And then all of a sudden it like blinked or something and it was working like it was supposed to. It gave me like 12 errors, but it was actually like formatting errors. Like you have a carriage return or whatever. You're using double quotes to the single quotes, like little stuff like that. So I looked up like the rules to use or whatever. So I got that to work. So that was cool. So from this point forward, I'll use that in my programs moving forward. The next section was dynamic user interface interactions. They sent you to a YouTube video by Dev Tips, I think it was called. He actually they just sent you to the first video, but he actually has a CSS animation series. So I just started watching. It's only like 8 videos in the series. They're like 20 minutes long or so. So I just started going through all of them. I watched all except for like 3 of them, I think. He was using something that like formats into HTML, and then he was using Sass, and like it just kind of made it hard to follow at some point just because like just using regular HTML, dude, like what are you doing? So when he started talking about that other whatever he was using, I just skipped to the next video. But it was just cool. Like he broke it down, like what elements should you animate and why you animate certain elements, like what purpose it serves and all that kind of stuff. So that was neat. What else? Oh, I did the README for the private practice website. I realized I never added anything besides this is a freelance website, blah, blah, blah. So I actually like built out the README. I found this neat video that went over how to add screenshots to your README, which, I mean, I knew how to add screenshots, but I noticed in a couple programs, the link to the image would show up. The actual screenshot wouldn't show up on the README. I thought it was like a path file name, something wrong, but I found out I was missing a exclamation point. It's like exclamation mark, and then you put 2 brackets, and that's like the alternative text that shows up if your picture doesn't show up. And then in parentheses, you put the path to your image or the file name to your image or whatever. But yeah, I was missing the exclamation point, and that made all the difference. So that was cool. I actually shared that video to Twitter. It's only like 3-4 minutes long, so it's really quick to watch. Anything else? Yep, that's all I did for today. I did watch this other video. It really has nothing to do with coding. This guy gave up like 12, each month he gave up a different habit for 30 days for a whole year. Well, 10 months out of the year. He explains why he stopped in the video, whatever. But like, I don't know. I just thought about like some habits I want to break or whatever. So I wrote a couple things down. Some of them have to do with coding, some of them don't. So we'll see starting tomorrow what I'll get rid of or what I'll add. But yeah, I definitely want to do something though. Because I need like, I don't know. I'm one of those type of people, like I have all these ideas that I want to do, but like I spend so much time, like where am I going to start? That like, that's just wasted time that I don't actually accomplish anything or whatever. So I don't know, I just want to be able to like divvy out my day. One thing he talked about was he scheduled his whole day in 30-minute blocks. I don't know if that's probably way too extreme for me. However, I need some type of schedule, like, all right, from this time to this time, you're going to work on this. And then that's when I stop. Once the clock strikes 3 hours, then I'll go to something else. That way, I've done a little bit of everything that I want to do and then keep repeating that over a week or two. And next thing I know, I've knocked all those things out, opposed to getting one thing done, then I have 12 other things that in 2 weeks I haven't touched. So I don't know. So we'll see how it goes. I'll give it a try anyway. But yeah, day 86.